Hawaii now. Black cop belittled and racially bullied by colleagues. Your colleagues who are supposed to have your back, help keep you safe, they're the ones doing this.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
Give you the details. Hawaii Department of Law Enforcement investigating multiple cases of alleged harassment involving racism and treachery within its own ranks, which targeted a Black officer and led to the recent arrest of 4 sheriff's deputies. Another 9 officers have been placed on paid administration leave. They could face further discipline. The alleged incidents involve repeated harassment, racially insensitive comments made during field exercises, where Martin Horton, an officer in training, was subjected to insults about his supposed preference for fried chicken, among other verbal abuse. You ought to be, are you for real? All these people leave and suspended and what? Chicken? Newsflash, you like chicken too. Scandal came to light in late June as authorities announced the arrest of Deputy Sheriff William Keel for reckless endangering and harassment, Sergeant Eric Matamara, Deputy Sheriff Alvin Turla, who are both supervisors for harassment related to racial misconduct, Deputy Sheriff William Gary for additional harassment charges. The department did not provide detailed explanations of the charges, but internal sources indicated the allegations are all related to racial harassment during shift briefings and other official police activities. Now, one of them looks like he wishes he was not with the others. You decide which one I'm talking about, but one of them looks like, damn, I messed up. Anyway, the harassment charge each defendant faces is a misdemeanor. I hate that. The department withheld the names of the 9 officers placed on leave. That's not okay. While the department's criminal investigations division continues its probe. You know, if only they would leave out the names of the accused, people they arrested who weren't yet adjudicated, that would be great. But that's not what they're doing. I want all the names. The arrests were made as part of a separate criminal investigation, but are inextricably linked by the overarching culture of harassment within the department, report said. Horton, who came forward with the allegation, said his colleagues began targeting him shortly after his graduation from the academy last December, when he was assigned to the detail at the state capitol, and a black star with the details. He accused Turla, his supervisor, of making degrading remarks toward him during his first shift at the capitol in December 2023. It was a sexual comment about my lips that he made not just once, but at least twice, Horton said. Bristling from the disrespect, Horton reported the incident to Sergeant Mitamura, whose response shocked him even more. His comment to me was that you're nothing. You're no one, Horton said. He valued me, and as a trainee, he was my sergeant. I accepted it. Keel, who was assigned to the airport division, allegedly put Horton's life at risk by ordering the man to rush into traffic at Daniel K. Inouye International Airport to stop a moving vehicle while on foot, violating safety policies. Sources indicated that non-Black trainees never received orders like this. Horton, a disabled Navy veteran who grew up in Alabama and lived in Hawaii for 3 decades, said he remained silent about his concerns until the Criminal Investigations Division interviewed him in March about his experience so far at the Capitol. Horton said he was surprised by the intensity of the department's response, which has put him at odds with fellow officers, with Horton's family living in fear of retaliation. Horton is currently being provided extra protection for he and his family. That right there, Woz says it all. This is a police department in Hawaii, and when one relatively new member describes in painful detail what's going on, and they start putting people on administrative leave, some supervisors, they have to protect this whistleblower. And you want to talk about you collectively, America, how hard police have it? One police officer in this case has it extremely hard. And apparently, The department knows that there is a danger, a threat from the others. What say you?
And we've all watched mob movies and
That
they
part.
glorify this whole, rule of omerta, AKA silence. And, breaking that rule is punishable by what? Death. I don't see any material difference between these cops and their insistence that nobody ever steps up and speaks out against injustices happening within the PD. That's no different than a gang. The fact that this guy has to have round the clock protection, this is like witness protection. This is what the law usually does for witnesses when they're prosecuting criminals, guys. And so the idea that this guy needs protection from the police who he's informing on, it just shows you the culture within that department where you're not allowed to speak even when you're even when you're experiencing the most egregious transgressions. Like, this is classic workplace harassment, sexual harassment. I don't care if you're working at the Burger King, you gotta read the goddamn, harassment manual in the company rule book. Like, every single job has this. And these guys clearly violated that. And it's ridiculous. They're cops.
They're cops. And you're right. And I'll take a triple Whopper with cheese. Yes, at Burger King, you have to read. You can't just know how to make that Whopper perfectly. It better be perfect. You have to know the policies of Burger King. And the fact that people are in danger here makes me want to know the names even more. Administrative leave. So does that mean they're out amongst the public, these potentially dangerous people? Outrageous.